G'day and welcome back to Rusty Inspirations. Today we're going to be fitting up the front roller along with the rear roller scraper and this clutch mechanism for the real clutch. So again, we've got our drawings here to help us out. So in the drawings you can clearly see we've got our front roller and there's a washer on either side, followed by a little felt washer, our bearing, and then our bearing housing, which is also our front roller adjustment, which sets our height of cut. Now, we're not going to worry about this washer or the felt washer, as from my understanding, they more so played a part in keeping the grease in the original greasable bearings, whereas every bearing on this machine, we are going to run sealed bearings. Had to clean the paint off the ends of these with a bit of emery cloth. So another thing I wanted to state, in an earlier video, I put the reel in and there was a bit of a lip on one edge due to the way it was ground. Now I naturally put that heading in towards the bed knife. It just felt sharper and I thought that was right. Then someone got on the YouTube comments and filled me in and explained to me that the reel is actually ground in the direction of cut. So it turns out I actually had it in the wrong way. I've since flipped this around and corrected that. Cheers Radar, much appreciated. Now also, before we get into it, so the later Supercuts had this roller scraper on the front, which really does probably make a lot more sense because that sort of picks up the rubbish, and what happens on the back probably doesn't matter as much. And they had threads tapped in here and it was bolted on there, and you'd adjust it to sit against the roller and scrape all the wet grass and dirt or whatever it is off. However, on the earlier model, the scraper goes on the back. So I thought I'd just clear that up before we get into it. In an earlier video, I said that this machine only used 2 different bearing numbers. Now I actually messed that up because I forgot to mention the front roller bearing. So just to set myself straight, the reel and the rear roller use the same bearings. The countershaft uses a bearing of its own, and then that is the bearing for the front roller. So I'll put all these bearing numbers and the seal number and all that in the description below. Use our socket to hit that on the rest of the way. Gotta love all the material that's still inside it from when it was made. Alright, from here we're going to push our white adjusters on. Now again, these had a grease nipple in the end that would service the bearings inside. I've simply welded them up and ground them back flat. So that could possibly go on just a tad more, but for now I think we might just bolt it all up. Guess that felt probably would have helped to keep a little bit of crap out of there, but the ones I had were shot, so I'm not overly concerned. I'm just going to run with it. Alright, so got our bolt, followed by plain washer, spring washer, then our nut. Same on the other side. So on this one we've got our spring washer and our flat washer, another flat washer, our threaded round bar. So then this side I've got to get this washer into place. Again, spring washer, flat washer. Now we'll air it up. No more laying frame. Obviously this will need to be adjusted correctly before we mow. If I could state my least favourite part of these Supercuts, I reckon it would definitely have to be the way that these bearings and front rolls are set up. I don't think they're great. I think the Model 45 is a whole lot better. I have seen someone has made up a billet piece for here, which is a lot heavier, and then run a full shaft the length with the bearings inside the roller, which I think is far, far more superior. And later down the track, I think that's what I will do here as well. There you have it. She's finally a roller. Looking good. Pretty happy. So now it is time for the rear scraper. Nut and a washer. Probably could do with a spring washer on there. Maybe I might grab a couple of them at some stage. So ideally would set this so it was just touching maybe the back roller. I'm not sure I'm even gonna make it touch. I think I'm just gonna have it there more for cosmetic reasons. I can't say I've ever had an issue with stuff getting stuck to my roller in the past. And I guess if there's anything big, it's still gonna knock it off. All right, next we're gonna fit this clutch fork. There's a thread in this piece so we can tighten and loosen this spring, and then we will lock it with this nut so it can't come undone. So we've got a washer, another washer, a spring, which isn't the original one, coming out of an old transmission, and obviously a bolt through the middle. So I probably won't worry about doing that up just yet. We could probably fine tune that when it's on the machine. For now, we can bolt this in place. So I've just realised it's going to be a whole lot easier to do these up without this brass deflector in the way, which isn't the end of the world because it's no big deal to take it off again. Right, so we've got our spring washers and our nuts to go on under here. Nice, so we've got that all fastened up. That hole there is part of the chain cover. I don't have that, although I might make one up in the future just to finish that off a bit, but it's not going to stop it from working. Kind of wish before I painted it that I should have built that up with weld. I assume that was round in its early life, but nevertheless it's still going to work. It's like a real nice positive engagement. Works a treat. Happy with that. All right, now this thing is coming along really nicely. It's starting to look like a Supercut again. Next up, we've got all our bars and linkages for our clutch, drive clutch cable, handlebar grips, all that sort of thing, then followed by our motor. We're getting pretty close, I'd say. I'm looking forward to trying this thing out. Hopefully we don't have too many hiccups along the way. I'm sure there'll be something, there always is. When you've gone to this extent, pulling something apart and putting it back together again, I guess we'll wait and see. All right, that's all there is for today. So if you like the video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, legends.